else they've been able to do.
76ers trail by 11. Fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia. They'll get out there with Okafor. Then it's Thompson, and it's Jeter in at the point. And he's got his first chance at the line here. The wide open look here for Anthony. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Stolen by Noah. Lee dishes to Rose. Noah with a screen on Thompson. Rose attacking. Out to Lee. Fires the three. Okafor grabs the miss. Philadelphia shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Here's Tupac. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him. Right up on it.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Porzingis, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Carmelo Anthony, down a few spots.
Well, these two guys are consistent producers. I mean, they've had excellent playoff runs so far. The crowds get louder, and on every shot, it's got to be hard to maintain your concentration, but these guys find a way to do it. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Jeter, following the score by New York. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 9. And it's Rose penetrating. And he gets it to go. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here's Okafor. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Okafor's got his second basket of the game.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense. Oh, he's just tangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
The edge on the glass.
How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Here's Jeter. He's guarded by Jennings. Bogut with a screen on Jennings. Jeter. Tries yet again. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first. That one misses. The Knicks leading by 12. Stevenson drives in, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tupon, he's guarded by Stevenson. Lets it go from 11. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 6 points for Jahlil Okafor. Jennings drives in. That's good. Jennings has got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Jeter knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Thomas a screen. Jennings with the ball. Now Okafor defending. Launches a three. Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Jeter. He's guarded by Stevenson. To the left wing. Here's Tupac. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. New York leading by 11. Up top, Jennings. Right wing. The wide open look here for Holiday. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Jeter. 9 points in the game so far. Holiday brings the double team. Out left to the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Jeter kicks to Bogut. Jennings with the double team. Okafor against Thomas. Shot from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 8 points for Jahlil Okafor. The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Thomas a screen. And it's Stevenson, top of the key. Here's O'Quinn, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
To the inside, Covington kicks to Noel. He's covered by Rose. Clock at 6. From past the arc. That's good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
He kicks it to Noah. Back to Rose. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington in the corner. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Rose. The Knicks leading by 8. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Lee with the stuff.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And that one's good.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
He dishes it to Noah. Right side, Rose. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Covington passes to Noel. Here's Covington, covered by Anthony. The high post shot. No luck. Rose. Shot is no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Knicks out front, up by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Derek. And Derek, what?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. Checking out New York. They've put in a great performance so far in Game 4. The importance of this game and their effort have been very apparent. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Noah. And it's Lee in at the two-guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Covington with the bucket.
And that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up the jump shot.
The Knicks leading by 6. Outside Rose. Inside. There's the pass to Porzingis. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Rose with the double team. Pass to Holmes. Here's Tupac. Off target from outside.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Here's Jeter. He's got 9. Pass to Holmes. He feeds it to Covington. Dishes it to Jeter. Anthony with the block. Rose attacking. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Tupac. Finish off the break. He has 5.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
They set the pick. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. And finished off by Noah.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Jeter. He's covered by Rose. Launches it. And it's Jeter missing. The Knicks leading by 9. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Anthony with the jam.
It's his offense, easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from 11. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Noah with a screen for Rose. The pass to Porzingis. Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 12. From the line. The 76ers making the switch here. Rose with the ball. Now the feed to Anthony. Noah the screen. Lee outside. And that's collected by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Jeter. The Knicks pull it in. Lee's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
The 76ers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Goes up off the pick. Humphries off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there. Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And now, here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. And it's Anthony with the jam.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Over to the left wing. Covington in the corner. There's the three. It's rebounded by New York. Noah's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Jeter gets the bucket. 16 points for him.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Anthony with the defensive effort.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Now here's Jennings from 6 feet, and it's Noel with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
There's a screen by Noel. Here's Tupac. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot is off. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bullets.
No room for error on the floater.
Left side, Jennings.
Got it! Just in time.
What a shot!
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that. They pin 3 more points on the lead in the cruelest of fashions.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. We'll see how much things change up here. The Knicks leading by 14. So on the floor for Philadelphia. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. And that one misses.
Second personal foul. At the line for your Knicks, Brandon Jennings.
And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 15. He's guarded by Jennings. Out to the right wing. Fires for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Stevenson dishes to Jennings. Clock at 6 to the inside. Kicks it out to Stevenson. The tray. Jennings with another miss. Philadelphia's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. He's guarded by Jennings. Embiid kicks to Noel. And he gets it to go. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Stevenson outside. The dish to Jennings. Outside Thomas. Snatched away. He's guarded by Stevenson. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They set the pick. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Jennings can't get that one to fall. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and it's Bogut in for Nerlens Noel. Picked by Okafor. Off the screen. And the shot falls short this time.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
New York, no good that time either.
You can't get in a much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
Bogut, that's good.
Another bucket in the paint, that's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now, here's Stevenson. Defense right on him. Now, Jennings. It's stolen by Bogut. Inside. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points.
Actually, 3 more points on the
Hard
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Tupan. He's guarded by Stevenson. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And the 76ers also making a change. Robert Covington's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Anthony on the double team. Jeter the pass to Covington. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 3. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That's tipped.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
What a game for Rose. He's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
Jeter kicks to Covington. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Anthony, yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And that's 17 points for Carmelo Anthony. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Outside Rose. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Good on the triple. Anthony's got 14 points here in the second half.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Sorry, Sixers.
And the 76ers call time here. After like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Feeds to Okafor. Will it go? And good. You got the English that time as it falls.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Here's Rose. Here's Porzingis to the left side wing. Left side Rose. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling his peg. I mean, this just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Here's Okafor. No good. Great defense that time from Noah.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
The line for your Knicks, Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Rose.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line. You had a defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And he dunks it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And then Okafor slams it in.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
And guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Outside Rose. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. That one wide left.
And that'll do it for Game 4. Just a terrific performance all around and a big-time conference finals win for New York.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Carmelo Anthony. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
Jeter gets the bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's Noah, and he goes in for the dunk.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Tupon, covered by Lee. Here's Tupon. That's good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
He's covered by Rose. To the wing right side. Plenty of space. Again, Philadelphia.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
There's the bucket. Good.
Next play, 89. 71.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, a confident performance tonight, Joe Kim. How does this sort of win feel?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was an example of the kinds of performances you got to string together to win championships. I liked his attitude. He had poise, desire, an edge. He had it all going on the whole game, Ernie.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's a wrap. For Shaq, Kenny the Jet, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more of the NBA Conference Finals as the series continues. Good night, everybody.